Welcome to the All-Team Builder Big 12 Dynasty. This is week number 5. Please like and subscribe if you have not or are not already, and join the Discord in the description. Link in the description. Yeah, Amarillo at Michigan State today. This is a big game for Amarillo. They're going to need this if they're going to go bowling. We got a big player here. Dukes been very efficient so far for Amarillo, and he's been pretty good so far. Surprisingly efficient so far in the early going. It's just throwing dimes like this to Josh Sutton down the sidelines. And that's a good way to kick this game off. 3 and out for MSU, and then going right downfield to Josh Sutton. Now wide open throw right there. So they're feeling pretty good. Got some positive energy. That's always good. Now, we're going to have 3rd and 7 here, and they convert Isaiah Gamble up the middle for 15. So they are threatening here in the early going, trying to catch Sparty by surprise. And how about this? We get a run touchdown for Keon Sykes, the Ardmore transfer. So Ardmore fans do not like Keon Sykes. He's transferring to in-conference rival Amarillo, but he's making his presence felt early, getting some carries. He's splitting right now with Duckett in the backfield, but right now he has the touchdown. So MSU is going to break out Messiah DeWeaver at quarterback. Hits Cody White up here, up the middle. So D'Antonio's got kind of a reputation for being a conservative coach, and he is in a way, but he does get kind of aggressive at times. He picks his spots. That's what he's really good at doing over the years. So Amarillo have a little bit of a challenge here. They do like to pound it with the running game. Weston Bridges there, all down for a 2-yard loss. And then on a option, Colt Schaefer just got a stiff arm from Weston Bridges. He's going for 13, picking up the first down. So MSU trying to respond early, pounding that rock again with Bridges for 6. Sets up a 3rd and 1 for Sparty, and they're going to pick it up. So they are churning on the ground. That's vital to their game plan today. So backup running back checking in here. Can't be brought down. He's still going. Finally tackled. Anthony Nugent goes for 13 inside the 5. MSU, a little quarterback option, and DeWeaver will score from 4 yards out. So Amarillo, that lead evaporates about as quickly as they gained it. So it's 7-7 now. 3rd and 12 for the Dillos, and Dukes throws a nice pass there. Incomplete. Looking for Gamble. Couldn't complete it. So MSU, we know they play a pretty tight game on defense overall. Forcing a throwaway here. Colt Schaefer on the coverage. Just looking BA in those uniforms. I love these roads. They're so clean. Weston Bridges, 11 yards. Sparty feeling pretty good now. 2nd and 12. Again, they cannot take down Weston Bridges. So he's going for 16. See 2 for 3 right now on 3rd downs. Finally, they get a nice little stop there. 4th and 1. Again, we'll see if D'Antonio stays conservative. He's going aggressive here. They're running the ball. Let's see if they can pick it up. And Nugent gets slammed to the ground, but they're going to give him forward progress. Tough call right there, but they give it to him. 3rd and 4 now. DeWeaver looking for somebody. Throws across the field and taken down. Ball behind the line to gain, barely. Chavis with the tackle, but then D'Antonio feeling aggressive. Can't make the tackle. Looks like they had a look at him. Maybe barely short of the first down, but Bridges just bumps off that tackle, and he will score. Sparty in a fighting mood here. 14-7 MSU. Now there's about 140 left in the half. Dukes trying to find something open downfield, and a nice catch there. Sutton. He's got all the grabs today, folks. He is liking this right now. Screen on 2nd and 4. That was a derpy looking play right there. Nigel Duckett hauled down for a 4-yard loss. And 3rd and 8. Dukes! He's got him. Isaiah Gamble for a 26-yard touchdown. How about this? So Dukes is 10 of 11. 90 yards and a score. Just lethal efficiency now. 54 seconds on 2nd and 4. Michigan State trying to make something happen, and they hit. Oh, no. How do you let this happen? 46 seconds. Thurston Jackson over the top, and DeWeaver's padding those numbers on that throw. They picked up all of those yards. How do you let that happen right before the half? You're tied. Like you're going to walk into halftime with the tied game, and they just let Thurston Jackson, they just let him loose. It was ugly. So MSU's feeling pretty good now, 21-14 in Amarillo. A little bit dejected heading into halftime there, but it was only a 7-point game. D.D. Dukes with a little pivot reverse running downfield on 2nd and 8. Gets 18. So hopefully we might see more of that down the stretch here. And a nice little run there by Nigel Duckett. So Amarillo is getting the run game going. See, they're already almost in the red zone, and now they will be after a 7-yard run on option. Duke's getting a little bit tired, though. He's marching all the way down the field. 2nd and 3. Dukes, nothing doing. Loss of 2 on the tackle. Brandon Randall, he's going to have to sit this play out, so Nate Galveston's going to check in on 3rd and 4, and he throws the ball away. Couldn't handle the pressure there, a little bit too much. Amarillo kicks the field goal, 21-17. Michigan State hits a first down throw here. That's back to Thurston Jackson, so he's prominent right now in their passing game. Pass downfield, Cody White for 24. Not looking good, but Amarillo trying to get some pressure, and they finally can haul DeWeaver down for a sack. And it's Nicholas Rubenstein, the linebacker, putting a good hit on him there. Got a little bit of help from the D-line there. 3rd and goal, and more pressure. We got DeWeaver again. That one was a good tackle by Mark Von Borstel. MSU settles for the field goal, 24-17 now. And the Dillos run it about to half field there, or midfield. Nigel Duckett, nice gain there. Option run. Oh, somebody was right on Dukes, but they let him loose. The Duke is loose. Touchdown. 6:25 left in the game, and he tacks on a 52-yard score. So this is looking really good right now. The running game is moving for both teams, really, but especially now for Amarillo. And he's getting some mad love on the sidelines there. 2nd and 7. MSU stuffed. They only have 82 yards rushing, which is kind of odd there, with as much as they've been running the football. Eric Green, the 4th, with the tackle, but a contested throw hauled in by Darrell Stewart Jr. for 28. So MSU, they are hitting some big passes downfield. It's not quite 30, but it's usually over 20. And here's another look, and a busted coverage to Thurston Jackson again. Like, how can they not cover this guy? This guy's huge. Like, how do you miss him? He's a freaking beast. Looks like a tight end. So how do you, like, you can't get a guy on him? There's 2 Amarillo players just hanging out, having a cup of coffee out there. That's just bad. 3rd and 4. Amarillo hits Quan Alexander for 18 to keep this drive alive. Trying to keep this comeback bid. Man, he ran a really nice looking route. I'm excited for him the next 2 years. Once Gamble and Sutton are out of the picture, he's going to take over as their top receiver, and he's looking pretty good. Option here, Dukes is running, and he's got a lane, got some room, almost to the 20-yard line. 31 yards for D.D. Dukes. So, man, he is just rolling right now. And there it is, touchdown. Amarillo, 11 yards for Dukes. So the Dillos have tied this game up. MSU, I mean, at home, I think both teams are actually playing pretty well. I think Amarillo surprised some folks here today, hopefully. 1st and 10, MSU just short of the first down, but we're going to get a face mask on Stewart Jr. That was not a good play at all. Terrible timing for Demario Chavis, the top cornerback for this Amarillo secondary. It's like, you gotta make better plays than that, man. You gotta be the captain. 2nd and 10, DeWeaver's throwing incomplete. Coverage by Schaefer, so they're trying to hang on here, trying to get this stop, keep him out of the field goal range. 155, going open. Cody White again, another 20-plus yard reception. Now this time, run up the middle. Weston Bridges for 13 now, and you can kind of tell what's coming here. 1:22 left, 2nd and goal. After down at the 2, he was down at the 2. Haven't had a chance to say it yet. DeWeaver throwing, and he hits Stewart Jr. open for a 2-yard score, and we got about 1:15 left in this contest. Amarillo is going to need some magic here. 59 seconds after a couple first downs, and Dukes is trying to run. He drops the ball. No, man. Picked up by the lineman. Clock is running. They did manage timeout, I think, but Duke's down for 11. This time the clock will be running. They're going to run no huddle here. Duke's throwing downfield and a drop. It's going to be 4th and 1. Had a look there. Got to haul that in, but 4th and 1 now. Let's see if Dukes can throw for it, and he does. Going to hit Gamble on a slant pattern. So it'll be 1st and 10. This is dangerous. Only 15 seconds left, so keep that in mind. Dukes throwing downfield and almost intercepted by Joe Bocce. Bocce playing bocce ball. 4th and 16. Last gas, 8 seconds. Throwing downfield. Oh my God, he hit John Hall. 36-yard catch. One of the newbies in this Amarillo receiving group. And we got 5 seconds on the board. 5 seconds. All on the line here for Dukes, and he's throwing out of bounds. 2 seconds. We got 2 seconds, everybody. Oh man, this is the game. This is the ball game. Dukes, let's see if he's got any magic at all. He's throwing doink off the upright. That's your ball game. Not what we really wanted in this one. Amarillo, that's a huge hit for their bowl eligibility, and that's a tough one to swallow. They now need to win 3 games in conference in order to go to a bowl game. So we'll talk about that a little bit near the end. Arizona and Rich Rodriguez is going to go at Odessa State. Head coach Stan Leach has decided on a quarterback switch because their offense was not getting it done. Pat Dowdell, he's going to switch, play partial wide receiver. He is still the number 2 quarterback on the depth chart. So don't think Dowdell is going anywhere very long. He's still going to be part of the offense. Still going to be in line to take over next year. Maybe the end of this year if things don't work out. We'll see what happens with the Pat Dowdell watch, as I will call that. Khalil Tate on 3rd and 13, throwing downfield. That's Micah Gutierrez. You guys remember him? Or that was Gutierrez on the throw. Yeah, they converted him to quarterback. And Odessa State was trying to get him. I remember that in recruiting last year. So Logan Sweeney out of the backfield. He's their Christian McCaffrey type. So Danny Booker, this is our first look at the senior, and who knew he could do this? Wow, man, he's putting some moves on out there. 17-yard game. Booker, though, mostly known for his arm, and he hits Kyle Rivera, and a little bit of traffic here. Sheds the tackle, he's going, and Kyle Rivera, touchdown, 53 yards. Wow. Holy cow. And so I don't even know how he got loose, because that DB was right on him, ran a simple slant pattern, and he just sheds the tackle. Little help with the block there by Sidney Sisk, and he's gone. So Kyle Rivera, Mr. Big Play. That's all he likes to do. He's a bona fide playmaker, man, I tell you that. Running game, though, for Arizona getting going. Odessa a little bit soft on defense. They've been trying to rebuild it the last couple years. Still a little young and a little soft, like I said. So they can be had right here. Khalil Tate getting loose. Can't bring him down. He's going for 24. He did check back in here. So Rich Rod obviously trying to get him running the option. Going to J.J. Taylor. A missed tackle there by Goolsby. Looks like he had him almost. But he's going to pick up that first down. So Arizona, another little run here. Red Sea parts for J.J. Taylor. 9-yard gain. The option is, they're killing Odessa on the option right now. 4 carries for 34, and they're moving at a lightning pace right now. Getting the call from the sideline. 2nd and 1. This time they bite, but they would get Khalil Tate in the backfield for a 4-yard loss. Good tackle there by Furstenberg. 3rd and 5. Gotta keep him in check, and he's getting loose there. 11 yards for Khalil Tate. We got a lot of running quarterbacks going on today. Option play, and he gets the pitch off. That's going up to the backup running back, Alex Hill. And he will score, actually wide receiver Alex Hill, on the wide receiver slot option. So touchdown Arizona. Odessa trying to come back, bounce back after that easy touchdown drive for Arizona. Gibson out of the backfield. Get the call from the sidelines. Maybe dial it up again, and they give it to him. Gibson again, going for 13. I mean, why not? The same formation here. Slip Gibson out again. There he is. 13 yards. Pretty smart, you know. If it's working, why stop? 3rd and 8, though, for Odessa. Bomb deep to Brock Skinner for 33 yards. Number 89 on the touchdown. Danny Booker looking good. 7 of 10 with the 2 scores. So look at that release. Just a pure release. No, he doesn't have a lot of arm strength, but that accuracy is at a 91. So the guy can play the quarterback position. He knows the offense. He's been here forever. Odessa, though, gives up a 3rd and inches situation to Cedric Peterson. 3rd and 9 now for Tate. They're running a screen. And a little bit of a stop there. A little bit of bad footing from Nathan Tilford, the number 2 back. hauled down. They're going to give the ball back to Odessa, so now you can really start to pull away, even though it's kind of early. I mean, you're smelling some blood here. Dropped INT, though. Booker should have been in trouble there. And then they actually forced a punt. So here's Tate again. This time he finds some room to the outside, and Carlton, the all-conference, all-American safety, has some struggles bringing him down there. 2nd and 11. Another little wide receiver option play, and they got some room here. Cedric Peterson for 13 yards. 2nd and 10, they're going to move the ball downfield a little bit more. Tate going down with the sack. They're going to give that credited to Miguel Machado, the middle linebacker. He's a good one. Missed a lot of time with injuries last year, but 3rd and 13, Tate throws off his back foot and caught by Michael Martin. 2nd and 6 now for the Wildcats. See if we can get a red zone stop here for the Dust Devils, and Tate just shoves off the linebacker, and he's going to score from 9 yards out. So Khalil Tate, we know he's pretty electric, and it was a little too hard to contain there. So a lot of yards in this game, not so many points though. I mean, look at this, we got some more yards. He just plucked that out of the air. That ball could have easily been picked off, but that was a good catch there by Sidney Sisk. 2nd and 10. Booker, not a lot of room. Actually fumbled the ball, picked up by a lineman. 3rd and 16, and they run a screen. That's pretty weak. That is some weak stuff right there. No yards. So it's going to be up to Morgan Clancy, the kicker. Kind of a tough field goal here, and he's going to be wide right. So again, missed points opportunities here. Like a lot of yards happening in this game. J.J. Taylor picks up 1st down. 2nd and 9. Pocket breaks down, and Tate is sacked. That's by Furstenberg, their top defensive lineman for the Dust Devils, and a drop on a wide open pass. Tate only 5 of 10. So almost all their damage coming on the ground, obviously. Now 106 left. Odessa trying to cash in, get some points. Sweeney out of the backfield, making all those catches, man. He's going to be one of the top receivers on this team at the end of the year, for sure, again. So underneath, this one goes to, look at this catch. That's Rhett Sutherland. You guys remember him, one of our recruits. 33 yards for the fullback. He converted to play fullback. This is his 2nd year in the offense. One of our year 1 players. And he just bumped him off right there. I mean, he's perfectly built to be a fullback. Going to the end zone. This one dropped. Almost had a catch there. Could have been made by Rivera. Be 3rd and 9 now. Let's see if Booker can come up with some senior magic underneath. Oh, that was close. Brock Skinner goes for 9, maybe 4th and 1. See if they go conservative, and they do. So they're going to kick the field goal. Obviously, only 2 seconds, so you only have 1 shot at it. Good call for Odessa. They're up 17-14 heading into the half. So this is some good stuff here by the Dust Devils. Little draw here going for 10. So as we kick off the 2nd half, got to get some momentum going on defense, but they're just giving up a lot of lanes. Another 11-yard run for Taylor. I mean, this defensive number is going to take a hit on the rushing stats for sure. Odessa, Khalil Tate just moving ahead from 19. So they get even further down the field, running that triple option again. 11 yards now for Tate. So they might be taking the lead here really soon, unless something amazing happens. John Miller, the safety, with the tackle. He's got 6 in the game. Very active safety. I like what he's doing, but we get a false start on Arizona, so that comes in handy. Let's see if we give us 15 yards to play with. Maybe that'll be enough. 2nd and 8 though, and Tate finds a lane down at the 1-yard line. Our first call of the day. First 1-yard line stop of the day. Tate bumps into his man, gets stuffed here. This is going to be a loss of 3 to the 4-yard line. Drew Howe makes a tackle, 3rd and goal, and that pocket collapsed for the running back. Taylor hauled down there, Gene Garcia, so it's going to be a tied game. That false start, I think, might have saved Odessa State. But Booker, one of the very following plays here, gets intercepted, just throwing it up. That wasn't good. That's Anthony Mariscal with the INT, and that's going to set up Arizona with some good field position, chance to take the lead now here in the 3rd. So Odessa trying to protect their home turf. Right now, they're stepping up. Tackle made by Pete Davis. Pete Davis. I don't know any Pete Davises in real life. Definitely a CPU-generated name. Going down here, no. Tate, and he drops the ball. So Odessa gets the turnover that they needed. to protect the lead. Tate just dropping the ball here, hit by Machado, came from behind. Did not see that coming. Now Odessa's going to march back down the field. This time a little run with Sweeney. Not something you're seeing every day out of this team. But he picks up 5. That's only fourth carry of the day for Sweeney. This throw here going to Gibson underneath. And yes, that graphic is real. Pat Dowdell is in the slot. He's lined up at wide receiver, but not involved in the play. They're giving him some blocking, though. I saw him out there. So a little run here by Gibson. Let's say he got it down to the 1. Touchdown, Odessa State. That is now 24-17. And what is this? Gusu. So we have Gansu, and now we have Gusu, everybody. So make it a meme. Hashtag the crap out of it. It is now officially Gusu. Odessa's, there's no truth to the rumor that they are renaming their team the Fighting Geese. Furstenberg with a sack here. This is pretty good. Get a good look here. Give me 3rd and 16 now for Arizona. They're bombing it downfield, and the catch cannot be hauled in. So again, Tate only 6 of 14, and he had a look right there. Probably could have made that. 2nd and 10 here. Look at this catch. Man, I bet Arizona would kill to have 1 or 2 of these receivers for Odessa State. I mean, if Kyle Rivera can haul those passes in, then they got this guy here, Jabari McCollum, the number 5 receiver on this team. Run up the middle for Sweeney on a draw. Gets 11. Setting them up pretty good position here at the 9. It's going to be 3rd and goal, though, and Booker throws it. Jose Ramirez credited with a deflection. He's 27-17 now. Only 4 minutes left in the game, so Arizona got to make something happen, but he's getting hauled down by one of their younger guys, Richard Anderson, redshirt freshman, coming up big here. And we got another drop. Khalil Tate, 6 of 15. A lot of drops for Arizona in this game. So after punting, getting the ball back, Arizona going to have their last crack at it here, and another red zone stop for Odessa State. INT there by Goolsby to seal the deal. That was the last gasp for Arizona. It was a tall order to come back anyway with 1 minute down 2 scores. I think Khalil Tate could have played better. So Odessa, we're just running the clock out, and Sweeney's going to take this handoff to the sidelines, and he's got a caravan blocking. Can he take this all the way? Can we get a block here on the edge? Come on, chip him. And they get the block. Sweeney to the house. 92 yards rushing. I mean, that's more than he's probably going to post for the next 3 games on that one play. Odessa State gets the W. I mean, so they rebounded pretty nicely after getting upset by UL Lafayette. So they're 3-1. So same boat as Amarillo. They're going to need 3 Ws. But let's go to the primetime matchup. Camus going to Notre Dame to take on the Irish in front of touchdown Jesus. So Notre Dame, they're coming into this game 2-1. They are unranked. But you see the matchup here, Camus, the epitome of balance. They're just right down the middle. Just what you want to see. Very efficient all the way around. But again, this is primetime NBC. It's going to be a tough game. Tall order here. 1st and 10 now. They're going to kick this one off. They're going to start with the football, and this is not a good sign. Aurelio Boggs hauled down for a 2-yard loss by Jonathan Jones. It'll be 3rd and 15. Camus throwing downfield to Moreau, and he shoves that defender down. He had no chance, and another broken tackle inside the 20. So Matt Moreau picking up 60 yards. So this is pretty good for Kansas A&M right now. I mean, looking pretty good. Going underneath the Boggs, going to pick up that 1st down. Little run up the middle here, finally getting the running game going. Jake Fritz down at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal here, going to Boggs. Again, short. It's going to be a 2-yard loss. Dante Vaughn with the tackle, and we have a false start, unfortunately. So, come on, Camus. This is not good. You were just right. You're going to let the 1-yard line monster steal a touchdown from you like that. That's no good. Freeman, though, going to just run on 3rd. Oh, man. That was brutal. Darnell Ewell with the tackle, and then Shook, Mr. Automatic, kicks the field goal. 1st and 10 here. Notre Dame going to start their possession. Wimbush is in at quarterback. No Ian Book. Throwing to the sidelines, downfield across the 50. Javon McKinley with a huge game. 3rd and 10. And, oh, look at that. Nice little blitz there. Halsey with the tackle there made a pretty big hit on Wimbush. Now here we have Fritz getting into space. You don't want that if you're a defender, man. He will embarrass you. He will posterize you. Let's see if we can get one of those broken tackles. Nah, a little slip to the sidelines. That's okay. 3rd and 7. Amber Wave going underneath. That's going to be Cohen, the number 2 tight end. It's a 13-yard pickup. So the Amber Wave contingent getting kind of excited here, trying to take the lead. Rashid Lacey with a nice little grab there. Only 2 minutes left now in the first. 10-yard catch, Matt Moreau. So he paid for that. He did pay for that. But he does make the catch. Now they're breaking that option game out again. They get the wide receiver in there taking the pitch. It's Andre Irvin for a 14-yard score. Kansas A&M's up by 10. So they are currently in the driver's seat. This is pretty good right now. Notre Dame throwing downfield. Wimbush completed that one to Kevin Stefferson, I believe is how you would say that. Wimbush slips out and flips it. Could have ran, but he decides to flip it to Javon McKinley. And that'll do it for the first quarter. 2nd and 5. Wimbush trying to get to some open space. Going to be hauled down. That is Truman Hamrick, the middle linebacker. Very active player. I saw him a lot in these highlights, making a lot of tackles, getting down and dirty, involved in a lot of plays. A draw play, really conservative there. Notre Dame going to settle for the field goal. Freeman throwing off his back foot on 3rd and inches. Like, you have the running game that Kansas A&M has, and then you're throwing on 3rd and inches. Hate that call. Absolutely hate it. 3rd and 10. Going back to the well here, it's Miles Boykin, 13. 2nd and 11 now. Notre Dame. So they're getting this, they're kind of their option in their mid-range passing game going. Kansas A&M struggling to respond unless they can get a red zone stop. This time, it's Miles Boykin again down at the 1-yard line. That will feature in this game later. I won't tell you who, what, when, or where, but that will feature. Tony Jones stuffed at the 1-yard line. And Wimbush this time gets a little bit of a clearing, ties up the game. So Kansas A&M, like, had a good time to put their boot on the throat of Notre Dame there. Couldn't really cash in, and they surrender 10 consecutive points. And Notre Dame again gets another stop. So Wimbush trying to engineer a comeback here in this first half, trying to take the lead into halftime. Goes for 14 up the middle. He's up to 54 yards rushing. Kansas A&M can't keep him in check right now. Slipping Jones and a couple missed tackles, going for 8. Going for 8 yards. Timeout called Notre Dame. They're in 50 seconds now. Wimbush almost intercepted. Come on, you got to make that play. That's going to be Calvin Henry on the coverage. So kind of had a stop right there. Going underneath, that's going to be Tony Jones for 8 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 now. 3rd and 2. Let's get a stop, boys. Throwing it, and we got an INT. All right, so I called him out, and he saves the day. That's Calvin Henry right there in the end zone. That was Jameel Carter, too. He is playing nickelback, so he was in on that play. Jake Fritz for 8 yards. We got 1 play left before halftime, and he's going to lob it. Oh, he caught it down at the 1-yard line. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. That is a masterclass in 1-yard line. Just screw job. Unbelievable. Kansas A&M executed a Hail Mary before the half, and they got absolutely robbed. Not cool. Not cool, NCAA 14. Notre Dame, in the early third quarter, hitting Chase Claypool for a big gain there. So they are trying to pick up the lead on this drive underneath, inside the 5 to Chris Finke. Finke gets 13 yards. 1st and goal now, inside the 5. And Notre Dame's... oh, man, that was almost a catch. Good coverage there. Barely holding on to this tied game, but Wimbush got a lot of space. Now he's going to score 4-5. Barber could not keep him out of the end zone. This is going to be 17-10 now. Notre Dame. Great view right there, everybody. That is an excellent view. Good job. Cameraman. Notre Dame rolling for the lead. So he was rolling out of the pocket, scores, left him too much space. 3rd and 9. Freeman stripped. Interesting call there. Did not call that a fumble. Now, Camu's punter is a fantastic player, and he deadens this all the way down at the 1 yard line, and he kicks it, which is not legal, but I don't think that counts as a recovery. But let's look at this. We're going to zoom in here because I want to dissect this and see how the 1 yard line monster works. So here we see right here, we got a little bit of space, tiny bit of space, but let's see where it goes all the way to the end. We're spinning, we're flipping, we're rolling, chug, 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 chugging along. Come on, come on, come on, come to a stop, baby, come on. Yeah. Oh, what is, oh, you bastard. Look at this, it moves back. It moved back. That is not how physics work. We've discovered it. We know how it works now. We have figured this out. So, all the way backed up, Notre Dame has it. Dylan Halsey, man, come on. You got to pick that off. That was sitting right there. That was so easy. And he threw it right at you. He doesn't make the tackle here, so he does get a stop. Kansas A&M, though, trying to drive, picking up about 12 yards here. I hope you guys dissect that and talk about that in the comments, because we figured out how this game works to cheat you out of touchdowns in excess of 1 yard. 3rd and 1, Camu looking for a play, and this ball is batted backwards. Oh no. Oh my god. That's terrible. Ewell picks up, I believe that's how you would say it, man. Gets the recovery. Freeman getting careless and loose with the football. We're going to skip ahead almost an entire quarter here to get to the 4th. Nothing happened. You didn't miss anything. Kansas A&M. They're trying to drive down, trying to tie this game up. Hopefully get Jake Fritz in some open field, make him break a couple tackles. I don't know. That's kind of been the formula over the years. I'm just saying. Nice 12-yard gain there for Aurelio Boggs. Pretty good. He's a good piece, too. Kind of underrated. Sidney Layton stopped for a 1 yard loss. The fullback on the option not working. 2nd and 11. Freeman going to throw off his back foot to nobody in particular. Isaiah Robertson in the area. 3rd and 11 now for the Amber Wave. Their season right now, I would say, is riding on this throw, and it's going to get swatted down by Robertson again. This time, doesn't get credit for the deflection. They're going to kick a field goal with Shook, and it's going to sail wide left. Ouch. So, Shook, who is normally extremely reliable, cannot make that field goal to make this a 4-point game, which would have helped. Now they're playing for OT, but look at, oh man. That play was well defended. That was number 27. Again, that was Barber. Got his hand stuck in there. Enough contact to jar that loose. So, wow, huge play. See some numbers there. Pretty evenly matched game so far. But only 27 combined points. So Kansas A&M's going to get one more crack at this thing. And a drop. So the drops are hurting both quarterbacks a little bit. Freeman getting hurt too by these drops. So running the screen, pretty safe play call here. Hopefully it doesn't get busted up. Fritz only for 3 though, and the clock is going to be running. 3rd and 7. Going to the sidelines to Jameel Carter, who makes a catch on the tip of his toes. 1st and 10. Yet again, Jameel Carter gets 1 foot down, so playing an integral part in moving the ball forward. And this one caught by who? Lawson Means. That's a new name. Kansas A&M, finally, they're getting the... I think the receivers might have to take a rest right there, but they got Irvin and company back out. Going underneath, though, picking up that 1st down. We got 58 seconds. We are under 1 minute left to go, and Fritz cannot go down. He cannot go down, so just what the doctor ordered. Jake Fritz, get him out in the clear, have him break those tackles. We don't know where he stores it, man. It must be like midsection or something, because you see those arms, probably not strong enough to shove around grown men. I don't know where that comes from. 5 seconds, Notre Dame trying to get something into field goal range. Does hit McKinley, so they're going to have 1 second. I'm noticing this a lot. There's been a lot of 1 seconds left on the clock here. Wimbush is going to bomb it as he's getting tackled, and somehow this ball almost gets completed, but the interception is made. Good play there. That's number 30. Made a nice INT right there. So Notre Dame's going to start in OT. Wimbush has thrown the ball 46 times and suffers a drop there. Got to get 10 on this play. Let's see if they can do it. Camu got a hold. Catch is made, but McKinley running a short route So again, another tackle by that middle linebacker that we've been talking up here. Field goal for Notre Dame is going to be good. So we got a 20-17 score. Kansas A&M trying to get a touchdown. They're going for the jugular right away. Not completed. 2nd and 10 now. Running speed option. Going to Boggs. He's got a lane. Come on, baby. Win this game. Win this for us. Come on. 1st and goal. Ooh. A little miscommunication. Oh, my God. Freeman tackled for a loss of 2. They're going backwards to the 5. Aquara on the tackle. Don't you just hate when that happens? Quarterbacks are just standing there saying, what? 2nd and goal now. Kansas A&M. This is the ball game. Let's make it count. Make it count. 2nd and goal. Ooh. Got some little option running here. Pitch to Irvin. Short. But he gets 4. Sets him up pretty good. I'm looking for Leighton or Fritz, man. Leighton or Fritz. And they get Freeman in the clear, and he's going to hop along straight for a touchdown. Kansas A&M wins, boys and girls. So the Amber Wave survive a road upset bid by the Irish on national television. Statement win. Touchdown Jesus does not help Notre Dame today. Good stuff for the Amber Wave and head coach Bud Warner. Jace Freeman gets player of the game, 286, credited with 2 touchdowns and the game winner, folks. So it was an interesting slate of CPU games today, but let's get into the games that we didn't see, some of them. Houston and McAllen. McAllen just demolished Houston here. Harkless Blair credited with quite a few touchdowns here through the air. That was pretty good to see. 521 to 292. And then you see the rushing yards, 50 for 276. So Brock Musselman, for all the crap that we've given him, he is showing a little bit of flexibility in terms of how he does things, because McAllen was all passing, but now they are really integrating the run game with Evan Eveland and Marlon Malloy Jr. And even Harkless Blair, as you see there. Carson Jackson going for 187 with 2 scores. Malloy also scored 2 touchdowns through the air, so they are doing a really good job of getting everybody involved. Brian Street bounces back in a big way here against Middle Tennessee State. You see Nathan Rowe again with another huge pass. He is a sim monster, man. 562 to 203 over the Blue Raiders. Broken Arrow, good, just good numbers all around. Street goes for 365 and 4. Completes 69% of those throws, and they do recommit to the running game, which is what I want to see from them. Chapman, 18 for 133, and then Nathan Rowe, the top wideout, goes 9 grabs for 167. Benefield and Jakari Stone, the fullback, get touchdowns as well. So nice showing for the Wranglers. I think that bodes well heading into conference play. Now we saw this game, pretty solid win, I would say, for Odessa. They outscored Arizona 17-3 in the second half, capped off by that Sweeney 92-yard touchdown that was pointless. Could have needed the rest of the game, but I'm sure they'll take it, and that pads the stats a little bit. Only 15 carries to 53, so you want to talk about a clash in styles there. Booker is really playing very well. I think he has secured his job. I think if he keeps playing like this, he might follow in Flynn's footsteps and become... I don't think he's as talented, obviously, with the arm strength, but I mean, he should get drafted if he's keeping this up. I mean, which would be kind of a Cinderella story for him, being 3rd string for his entire career. I mean, you can't argue with the production here. Denver knocking off Boise State yet again for the 3rd year in a row. Really no contest here. 49-23 is the final score. You see Alex Makovich racking up some nice yards here. They even got the fullback Lucky Benson was involved. 48 carries, so they did recommit to the run a little bit here. 278 throwing. We'll see how Makovich did on the ground, but you see the red zone conversion, very good. Makovich only throwing 28 times for 278, so he did get on the ground too. 14 for 61. Jamil Schmidt with 20 and $151. And like I said, Lucky Benson, the fullback, even got some carries there. McCullough and Daleon Sanders scoring touchdown for the rush. They are rolling, man. Like I said, we thought we were done. Not the case. Shreveport will skate by UL Monroe. This game was tied heading into the 4th quarter. Monroe was in the lead, 10-3 at halftime, and Shreveport did not put them away until a Williams touchdown with 6:35 left in the game. So a pretty lackluster showing for the Skeeters, who, I mean, fair or not, they got a lot of expectations right now from Skeeter Nation after that Arizona State win. and just with how efficiently that they have been playing. I mean, they're a popular pick right now, a popular team, and along with that comes expectations, and you got to play a little bit better, a little cleaner against Monroe. They do get we'll show you who they play coming up here. Amarillo beating Michigan, or losing to Michigan State rather. I wish it was the opposite, but they did outgain MSU, but they're about 5 yards short from a tied game. Aside DeWeaver played pretty well, but Duke's 70% completion percentage, got his touchdown, tacked on 136 and 2. So maybe Amarillo, I don't know what their answer is. Like, I don't know if they have to focus on the run more in conference play. I'm not sure. I mean, you can't argue with the way they use Dukes today. I mean, it's very efficient against a good, productive defense like Michigan State. I would like to see Dukes run a lot. I think that's their key to staying competitive once conference play hits. Little Rock survives against Rutgers. They do score 10 in the fourth to win. I mean, really late too. There's 5 minutes left in the fourth. Tied at 17, but Isaiah Green and Traxel combined for 10 to put them away. I mean, Rutgers is actually pretty solid in this game. I know they're 1-2, but they were rated as a B+. So Rivers did not set the world on fire again. So Little Rock's got 3 consecutive wins, which are wins, and you can't take that away from them. But, I mean, games where they did not really set the world on fire, to say the least. So Little Rock heading into conference play, they're going to take on us next week, the Prairie Dogs. And you play the Prairie Dogs, man, you got to bring it. Kansas A&M does win in overtime on that Jace Freeman run and the Fritz touchdown reception, which was huge. So Kansas A&M puts Notre Dame away late. They did rack up 431, so they are still looking really, really good. I'm still a huge fan of what I see out of this team. Like 4-0, and they beat 4 really good teams to boot. So, I mean, how can you not be a fan right now? Wimbush picked him apart, but he did have the 2 INTs. One of them was late. Didn't really matter. Freeman was 22 of 30 with 286, so he had a pretty good day. Outside of that fumble was ugly. I will say that. I mean, you can't be flinging the ball around willy-nilly when you're running an option game, for sure. But, yeah, good game from the receivers. I mean, really spread the love. Carter had a pretty good defended pass in the end zone, helped secure that interception, and made the 2 big catches at the on that final drive, kept the drive alive on the 1 third down reception. So that was pretty good. So we see here, just really quick, I don't know if I have any takeaways I haven't already mentioned, but I like McAllen sitting there at 4-0. I mean, that's pretty good for them. Did not play the most difficult schedule in the world, but they are trending in the right direction after the first 2 games, which were a little spotty. One game was really low scoring against Army, and the other one turned into a shootout. They gave up 42 against Memphis. So I will say I like what McAllen and Camu are doing. Now we're going to take a look ahead here. No preview this week until Wednesday, because the Wednesday videos that you guys all love are going to be back. We got Nebraska State at Little Rock, Denver at Broken Arrow, Odessa at McAllen, Midland State at Ardmore, Amarillo at ACU, and Kansas A&M at the Shreve. So that game, I hope you guys are pumped up for that one, because you got battle of undefeated teams right there. I'm playing Little Rock yet again. This should be the 3rd time that we have faced off against Little Rock. Denver Tech at Broken Arrow, I mean, that's a definite trap game. And the Midland Ardmore game I'm pumped up for, because we got 2 national title contending teams squaring off there. But, you know, we'll talk more about that on Wednesday. Gold will be back. He will make his triumphant return back to the NCAA series, which I'm sure everybody's looking forward to. I mean, I am recording this at 4 a.m. right now, so I'm a little bit low energy tonight. Had a headache for all day. Was putting it off forever, but I finally got around to doing it. So, but, you know, I'm excited for Wednesday. We're going to have recruiting updates. We're going to have NFL updates. So, I mean, Wednesday is going to be a long video. It might be it might be about an hour, because we got to go over every team's recruiting board, and we'll try to go through it pretty quickly. But once we get the table reset in that regard, then we're going to stick with 2 teams per week, maybe 3 teams per week, and follow up on their recruiting boards. And we got a new feature with high school football too, which I don't know if we'll debut that on Wednesday, but if not, it'll be the following Wednesday. And then Gold and I can talk a little more in depth about our conference games. So make sure you guys are staying with the picks on goldglovergaming.com. Link in the description, as obviously. And conference games are worth 3 points. So if you missed a week, or dare I say even 2 weeks, if you slay in the conference pick'em, you might be able to make a comeback, or at least enter the top 3, where you can win one of our prizes. So, just stick with the program. And that will be it. This video's gone on long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed the last couple weeks. And we're going to go back to tag teaming this thing. So I will see you guys on Wednesday. So peace be with you.